Giving all glory and honor and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah HaKadosh. Double honor to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teaching this 100% truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect, beginning with the 144,000, the rest of the men, women, and children of the hopeful elect. I'm your brother Magan Shalamar. The title of this video is the track record of Esau is being made known through the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Esau, Edom, wickedness is being shown throughout the face of this earth. So this is a quick video just show you how wicked these devils are, and they're becoming worse and worse as we are in Jacob's trouble. So this video is fair use, not for monetary gain, but for educational purposes only. Fair use.
To rebuild.
The Trump administration is planning to spend more than $38 billion to acquire warehouses across the U.S. in order to retrofit them into new ICE jails with capacity for tens of thousands of prisoners. 16 large buildings will be converted into regional processing centers, jailing more than 1,000 immigrants at a time, with a further 8 large detention centers capable of holding 7,000 to 10,000 prisoners for an average of 2 months. That's according to documents first revealed by the Washington Post. This comes as a Reuters review found hundreds of judges around the United States have ruled more than 4,400 times since October that President Trump's administration is detaining immigrants unlawfully. Yet the administrations continue jailing people indefinitely, even after courts rule the policy is illegal. In Minnesota, 2 ICE agents have been suspended and face a criminal investigation into whether they lied to a jury about shooting a Venezuelan immigrant last month. The officers claimed Julio Cesar Sosa Celis and his cousin, Alfredo Alejandro Algiorno, attacked them with a snow shovel and a broom after a traffic stop on January 14th, and said one of the officers fired in self-defense. Shortly after the shooting, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem described it as, quote, an attempted murder of federal law enforcement, unquote. But video evidence directly contradicts claims the men attacked federal agents. So Cecily says he had retreated into his home and was shot in the leg while in the process of closing and locking the door. On Thursday, a federal judge dismissed felony assault charges against the cousins after the U.S. attorney in Minneapolis said newly discovered evidence had contradicted the officer's testimony, and after ICE admitted the federal agents made false statements under oath. The Department of Homeland Security entered a partial shutdown early Saturday morning after Senate Democrats refused to support a DHS funding bill. They're pressuring Republicans to agree to tighter controls on immigration enforcement, including requiring federal agents to wear identification, get judicial warrants to enter private property, and to stop wearing masks. About 90% of the more than 260,000 employees at DHS are deemed essential workers, meaning they'll be required to work, though they could miss paychecks if the shutdown lasts for weeks. That includes nearly 60,000 airport security workers with the TSA and nearly 20,000 staff at the Federal Emergency Management Agency, known as FEMA. A federal judge has ordered the Trump administration to return Babson College student Ani Lucia Lopez Beosa to the United States after she was wrongfully deported to Honduras in November. At the time, Lopez Beosa was trying to fly from Boston to her home in Houston, Texas, to surprise her family for Thanksgiving. She was told there was an issue with her boarding pass at the gate before she was detained by federal immigration agents. She was taken to Texas and deported to Honduras 2 days later, despite a court order blocking her removal while her case was pending. Judge Richard Stearns has given the Trump administration 2 weeks to facilitate Annie's return to the United States. His order comes after a federal prosecutor admitted in January ICE had mistakenly deported her. Healthcare advocates are calling on Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to resign after he downplayed the risks of COVID-19 by saying he, quote, used to snort cocaine off of toilet seats.
So you can see what this devil is, man. He just can't make this shit up with them, you know. I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of scriptures. This is Psalms chapter 12, verse 8. The wicked walk on every side when the valorous men are exalted. So, you know, you can use that as, straight to America, Babylon the Great, because we have that same system of democracy that the ancient Roman Empire had when they had the House and the Senate. And that's why America also is known as spiritual Rome, the reincarnation of the ancient Roman Empire, because the wicked walk on every side. We have the Democrats that supposedly be for the poor, and we have also the Republicans, which are representations of the so-called which are for the rich people here in America. But we know that both of those two parties work together, and they do wickedness on both sides. And especially talking about today's, because we have Trump, that we believe he's the reincarnation of Nero. You know, he's the vilest of them all, and under him, you know, we have nothing but pure wickedness, as we see that the way they treating the northern tribe of the Israelites, deporting this woman who was born here in America, deported her ass out of here, you know, and he's building more and more concentration camps here in America. Who he's gonna put in there? You know, all these camps being built isn't being built for no reason. He's going to fill them things up with Jake. So let's get Psalms chapter 10, verse 13. It says, "Wherefore doth the wicked contemn the Most High? He has said in his heart, thou wilt not require it." And let's get that word contemn. Contemn in Hebrew is natazah, and that means despise, provoke. So, you know, the wicked, we know, is so-called the white man, Esau, Edom. So he despised the Most High, right? It says, "Wherefore does the wicked despise the Most High? He hath said in his heart, thou wilt not require it." So all this evil that they doing, because they hate Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know, it's not because it's by mistake. They lack of knowledge of knowing that they're doing evil. It's the fact that they despise Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is why they do this wickedness. And they sin in their heart that he's not going to do anything about it, that he will not require it. So they can do all the wickedness they want boastfully and not get recompense from the Most High. That's their thought. And this is Job chapter 20, verse 11. "His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust." And that's his track record. Meaning, ever since Esau been in power, he's been evil. He's been doing his wickedness here on earth. And it really, since he's been in rulership this last time, since the Renaissance, he's been spreading his wickedness. This earth has gotten more and more wickedness because of him being in power on this earth. And his wickedness is going to be put to death with him. It's going to be done away with when Yahweh Shai comes back and destroy this devil from his rulership on this earth. And that's when the wickedness is going to be put out on this earth. When Esau, Edom, is destroyed. And this is Job chapter 20, verse 8. We're going to start at verse 7. It says, "Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung, that which have seen him They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Yeah, because like when you use the bathroom and you do number 2 in the toilet and you flush it, your shit is flushed away. You don't see that shit no more. And that's how they're gonna be. They're gonna perish just like their own shit. When you shit, it disappears once you flush the toilet. And then that's how they're gonna just be gone. They gonna say, where is he? We gonna say, where is this devil, man? This wicked, vile person, the so-called white man. Where they not even here no more. Verse 8 says, he shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night, like a bad dream. One of the elders has spoken of it like a bad dream. You wake up and you just not, it's like, damn, that was a badass dream I had, but it wasn't real. That's how it's gonna be like for these devils, man. The Esau in this kingdom of his is gonna be chased away like it never even existed, because they're not gonna be here no more. They're gonna get Obadiah 1:18. So with that, I'm saying, call halal Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai by Shem Rakah Kadash, Shalom.